goodness.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. It is V. I'm trying to do this I'm trying to be, I don't know, important. I don't know what I'm trying to do. But anyways, welcome to Cooking with V. I'm excited for everyone that's on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Zoom, YouTube. I'm all over the place. And I'm just hoping that everything's going to work the way it's supposed to work. So we are making burritos today. Let me roll up my sleeves a little bit. We are making burritos today. And if you already have your ingredients, we have for our vegans, we have our plant-based people, we have impossible meat. And then I also have regular ground beef for the regulars. Okay. Now I will say my husband he eats it every now and then, but he's not he's not like me where he just eat it all the time. So when I have to make burritos, I make burritos the regular way for him. So before we get the meat started, I want you to get your rice. Put this together real quick. Ooh. I want you to get your rice, and so I have some brown rice here that I'm going to use. And before we get to using it, I'm pouring it into my little strainer. I have everything kind of laid out because it makes it a little bit easier for me. So we're gonna pour a little bit of rice in here. I'm not gonna pour a lot because I don't know what you need for your family, but I'm gonna pour a little bit in here and I'm gonna rinse it off real quick. Just a little bit more. Because Reggie don't like he don't like rice in his burritos, but he just don't know he gonna get it today. Okay. But anyways, so so let's go ahead and rinse this off real quick. And then we'll get the meat started. Now, if you are using like rice out of the box, like minute rice, then of course yours is gonna cook a lot faster than mine because mine is regular rice, good old fashioned rice out the bag, and it's gonna take about 20 minutes. 20 to 25 minutes for it to cook. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put a little bit of water. Now, usually I put some, what do you call it? Veggie broth and all that good stuff in the rice. But I'm going to try to be simple today and not get too fancy because, that's me. Now it's going to get a little hot up in here, but that's okay. All right, so we got the rice going. Now, from what I was told, my people online, they already started browning their meat, so I'm proud of them. Y'all go ahead and get it started. Let's get it started. Now, I would normally play some music, but if I do that, they're gonna kick me off. So if anybody wants to sing, a song, that'll be wonderful. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my meat brown. I can't even seem to open the doggone thing today. They can't see what? Who can't see? Who can't see the video?
That's what they said on my live.
On which live? Instagram?
Yep.
Okay, let me see. Hold on. Let me do it this way. Let me go live on this phone. Look at Reggie trying to be. You know what? I'm about tired of this. Look at Reggie trying to be production person over here. I appreciate your help. Now I don't know if this. All right. Now I'm just gonna use the whole container for the impossible meat. Some people may not want to use the whole thing, especially if you're only cooking just a little bit. Wait, you have to help me with the YouTube stuff, Instagram, because I can't do both, boo. We don't have a Tabitha Brown production. You know that it just ended. Did it kick me off? Oh, jeez, Louise. All right. Okay, I'll fix it in a minute. Let me get this on. Okay, now while you got your meat browning, let me tell you guys a couple of things. Something that I learned um, from a while back. If you eat your beef and everything, because with the plant based, I don't necessarily have to rinse it. Let's not catch the towels on fire, shall we? But I don't necessarily have to rinse it, um, because there's really nothing to rinse. Let me see. Okay, there it goes. Oh, my phone is trying to give me a. Oh my. Okay, done. Thank you so much, Instagram, for giving me the tutor on how to do things. I know how to do it now. All right. So I couldn't see what was going on in there. All right. So one thing that you do when you are, now if you forgot which one is which, this one is the impossible. For my camera people over there, this one is the impossible, and this one over here is the regular. So what I was saying was what's really good for you to do if you are a ground beef person. Much better. Thank you, Vegan Kings. Oh, hey! Oh my God. Okay, let me stop. Sorry. Sorry. I get so excited because I follow people. I follow so many people, and so he has some wonderful recipes. Vegan Kings. If you guys don't follow him, he has way more followers than I do. So go ahead and follow him. He has quite a bit of content out there. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so what I was saying was, if you have the regular beef, then after you get through browning it, this is what I learned. It may have been maybe about 5-6 years ago. That is really good for you to wash the meat off. And I know you're gonna be like, what? What do I need to wash it for? We're not gonna wash it like in soap and water. So don't think like that. It's just more so of rinsing it off. And when you rinse it off, it helps to get off a lot of that oil and that extra fat that's on there, the seasonings that they put in there. And you may think they don't put seasonings in ground beef. Yes, they do. They put a lot of stuff in there. So you'll be surprised that it'll actually rinse off a lot of that. And so when you rinse it, you do have to make sure that you not clean, but season it very well, because you're taking all the seasonings off of there. All right.
I have a question.
Yes, there's a question.
So what if you have, when I say fresh ground beef, like straight from the cow, not through the grocery store, do you still need to rinse it off?
I would still say rinse it off, because it'll still help get off some of that oil. You know how when you cook with ground beef, it has that residue, that oil that's on there. So I would still rinse it off. But if you feel like you don't want to, some people be like, well, that's the seasoning. You had your own seasoning. You don't need nobody else's seasoning, but that's just me. But yeah, but that's different. If people, they get their ground beef straight from their farm, so it makes a difference. And that's why I wanted to do this little cook along, because this is Reggie's favorite meal. Okay, I mean, when I learned how to make this, one of my friends that I used to work with, she taught me how to make them, and I was like, oh, okay. I said, let me try to do this. And Reggie been hooked ever since. Can you make some burritos? Can you make some burritos? Okay. So I make burritos. Well, back then I used to make them all the time. Now he gets them maybe once a month, if that. You know, he got to earn them. I'm just saying. He's showing out sometimes. But anyway, so it doesn't take long for the plant-based meat to get ready. Now, if you notice, well, I don't know if you can notice it or not, but if you notice, for the plant-based meat, there's not any oil in here. I didn't put any oil in there, so there's not any oil in there. But for this regular, can y'all see that? Without me putting grease on my stove. It got all this grease. So that's why we want to rinse it off. And this meat I got from Target. Now I forgot what you know how they have different percentages on the meat. So the less, I think it's the more percentage it has, the first number, I think that's the more fat it has. Like when you see those little white pieces in there. So, all right. So my plant-based is pretty much ready. She's ready to go. I'm going to chop it down just a little bit more. Oh, sorry. Listen, when I'm cooking, I'm always used to sing. I'm either singing or I have music playing, and you know, social media won't let you do all that. And if I start singing a song, they may cut me off. So I'm not trying to get cut off today. All right. So now, which are cans of Rotel, you should have 2 cans. Now we're a spicy family over here, except for my mother-in-law, but we're a little spicy. So I like things a little hot. So 1 can will go into each meat, or if you only did like a half of your meat, however you did it, you only get 1 can for each meat. All right. Now I've already wiped off the top of rinsed off my cans. Y'all know about doing that, right? Y'all know about that, don't you? Don't be acting brand new. Y'all don't just start opening your can. You know where them cans been? Oh, nobody want to talk now. They cooking. Okay. I'm gonna let you cook. What to say? What's wrong? Okay, there we go. Now, if you don't really want to add any additional water, you can just pour the whole can in there like so. But before I get too far, I want to rinse this other one off real quick. And pour this one in my plant-based one. All right, let me rinse this. Oh, one other thing, when you're rinsing off your meat in the sink, put a pot under there. Don't put all that grease in them pipes. You're gonna be mad. Because it ain't gonna do nothing but clog it up. I mean, which is kind of what it does to your body too. But we're not talking about that today. We're gonna make that another subject. So we're gonna rinse this all off real good. And then any extra water that's left over, you don't need that. You don't need that. So I'm gonna show you something real quick. When my rice is boiling. Can y'all see that? I don't know if you can see that. Let me tilt it just a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. Hold on, my people on my other stream. Can you see that? Yeah. See, all of that oil, that's the stuff from, I'm going to stop trying to show y'all. But it's all in here. So that's why you need to rinse it out. Okay. So I'll set this over here. And usually what I do is if you got an old bottle or something that you're using that you're not using, you can throw that in there and throw it in the trash. All right. All right, so here I am mixing up my little stuff before I get to mixing too much, but I got to put my seasonings on there. All right, so I got to open up my other can. My other can of stuff. It's funny how both of these are hot. Now, some people like to make their own taco seasonings. I have not been blessed with that task just yet, so I don't know. I mean, I know how to make it, but I haven't made it on my own just yet. Okay, so when you put your rotel in there, then pop open your taco seasonings. I'm guessing you can still, well, I don't know if you can still see it or not. Anyway, I'm not gonna worry about it. If you can't see it, I'm gonna have to figure it out. So I usually like to do Taco Bell, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put Taco Bell and Reggie's, and I'm gonna put Sietes in mine. I'm just saying. Let me go ahead and be special, like I always am. I haven't used Sietes taco seasoning before, but they're a really good brand if you like to use their tortillas. Oh my god, their tortillas are really good. So I like to use their brand. And they have a nacho cheese. Woo, and it's vegan, y'all. I ain't lying. That cheese is a bomb. I think I made it as one of my posts a while back though. So it's not recently. All right, so my people that's cooking with me, how you doing so far? What part are you on now? You waiting on me? You waiting on me to catch up? You gotta unmute yourself because I can't unmute you. You should be able to unmute, I think. Alrighty. Now you gotta turn your oven on. I usually do about 375 because I'm not in a hurry. So 375, and let me see how this tastes. You gotta make sure you got enough seasoning. Can everybody see that now? Yes. What about you on YouTube? Y'all see that? Yes, that's real good. All right. Now, if you feel like you need some extra seasonings, I don't know what to say, but you shouldn't need anything additional on top of your taco seasoning. All right. Now, there's a couple of things that we're going to do because we're making a variety of stuff. I used all that already. There we go. Stephanie, you good over there? Let me get my phone. What are we working with?
I'm good.
Woo. I just want to say, I only use
spicy.
Yeah, that's hot right there. Okay. Oh. Okay. And I didn't use the whole package of CSA spicy seasoning. Good thing I didn't. Oh my God. I would have to end the whole live and call y'all back. So that's a good seasoning. I don't need anything else on there. Now, since Reggie's not in here to taste his own, I'm gonna make the assumption that it's fine. if he says, oh, it needs a little bit more, well, he gonna have to find it. All right. So what we're doing with our tortillas now, usually with the tortillas, I try to get a certain brand, and I usually get them from Trader Joe's because they have a really good wheat brand, but I didn't do that. So, but you can get whatever brand that you like. Just be mindful of your wonderful ingredients. Now let me see how I'm gonna do this because you're gonna have to come around this way. Hold on, two shakes. Oh shoot, look at that girl. Go ahead, Renee, with your production team. Like Tabitha be saying. Hey, production. Oh Lordy. It's a lot. I applied all you video contents. Video content. Video creators. You know, kudos to you guys, because yeah. Hey, Tamika! Oh, look at Tamika. Okay, yeah, I don't do too much. Anyway, oh, if I put that in there, you can't see. Girl, listen. Okay, please still. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. All right, turn this little rice down. All right, now one thing that's really good is I like to put rice within my burrito. I mean, you just might as well make it a complete meal. Why you gotta have a burrito on this side, then some rice, then some veggies? I mean, just put it all together. But anyway, I don't know if it's quite ready yet, so we'll see. We'll see about that in a minute. All right, so what you do with your plate? Oh, your oven is already on. It's preheating. That'll probably help. So I have two pans because one's vegan and one's regular. I don't want Reggie to be upset, which he's not, because he's had it before. Really? You're gonna try to act like you old boy? Don't show out because we on live TV. All right. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your tortilla and you're just gonna scoop a little bit in this little corner right here. Right here. I hope everybody can see, because I don't know what else to do. All right. Now, if you have, what are you doing? Oh, you trying to come over here and help me? Oh, thank you, Lily. Okay, so if you have your regular cheese, make sure you put it in there in your right spot. And then if you have I'm using Oh So Delicious. This is my first time using their cheese, but I get their yogurt all the time. Then I messed around and found out that they had some coconut milk. I bought that too. All right. I'm looking for one. All right. So here we go. You're going to put some in this little corner, remember? And then you're going to wrap it up like so. All right. So this is let's do the vegan one first. Get that one on out the way. And I'll switch back and forth. Now, actually, I put that on. I'm a lefty, so I got to turn that all the way around. You know, left people they have to do things their own little vibe, right? Now, one thing I always like to do. Let me see. Reggie, your arm gonna get tired, huh? Oh, where's my little salon? Oh, there it is. All right. Whoop. I got a tad bit left because I'm gonna cut up the rest. You know, just sprinkle you a little bit of that cilantro in there. Okay. Turn it around. And then roll it like so. Scoot it back. Tilt your ends in. 1, 2. Tilt your ends in. 1, 2. And then roll it real tight. And there you go. There's your girl. She good. Now, some people like to fry burritos. I've never fried them. So we're not frying them. We put them in the oven and then they're ready to go. So let me check on this rice real quick. See if it's almost done. Reggie, you okay? Okay, a little bit longer. Now, Reggie, you don't want rice in yours, do you? Reggie, you can talk. They know you over here. They know I live with you. All right. So do it again. This is still the vegan one. I'm gonna switch to the other one real quick because I want some rice in one of mine. But like I said, Reggie don't want rice, which is fine. That's his business. Got all the cords in the way. Y'all can tell it's a production over here. That's okay. All right, so roll it up, tilt it back. That makes a little tight form. Double tip on that side. Tip. There you go. Now, I don't know if there's any questions or anything. You have to tell me if there's questions on there, Reggie.
It's like Chipotle.
Chipotle? You talking about the restaurant? Not the restaurant that be killing people. Not that one.
Oh, do they? Oh, right. In Oklahoma, they do.
No, I'm just joking. No, I know that they had so many different. Didn't they have some claims or something going on? Remember when people were getting sick? I've only been one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I only been one time.
Rapping skills.
Oh, my rapping skills. Oh, my bad. Thank you. My bad. Thank you. Yes, I'll take that. And it takes a little bit of practice sometimes, to get that wrapping down. And sometimes if you roll it too tight, you don't want your burrito to bust. Now, if you have some, depending on how many burritos you're making, if you have some toppings left over, you can always put it on top. What do those comments say? Answer your DM. Honey, I'm cooking. I don't know what your DM's saying, but okay. I don't know what the DM says, but okay. We'll come back right after these commercial messages. All right. So there's different ways that you can make a burrito. If you like to put beans in them, I am not a refried bean person. I promise you, I cannot do refried beans, but I can tear up some regular beans. I don't know what it is. It's just, I don't know if it's the way it looks or what, but it just throws me off. All right. Oh, you know what I just realized? This one is regular, isn't it? I put that in the vegan spot. Sorry, Reggie, I almost set you up. Set up. Okay. Don't be like that, Reggie. You tired of holding it now? Okay. I told you didn't have to hold it. Reggie, you messing it up. Look out the way. You know your arm gonna get tired. Wait, holding down the button. No, don't turn it on. Don't turn it on. Okay. There we go. All right. Sorry, y'all. I think my husband was trying to help. And he was having some difficulties. It's all right. We got it, Reggie. No worries. No worries. All right. So once you get through wrapping all these up, it really doesn't take that long. But when you're busy talking and teaching, it seems like it takes a minute. So with the mixed vegetables, that's where it's going to get a little, that's where the fun comes in. That's where the fun comes in. Depending on how big you make your burritos, you can get at least a good, oh yes, honey, I see you. I'm ready for you too. Just a second, let me turn you on off. You can get at least a good 6 out of these, depending on how much ground beef you're making or used. So someone did ask me, can you use ground turkey? You sure can. You can use ground turkey, use ground chicken. You can use vegetables. I mean, you make it work for you. Whatever that you so like to desire. Now, the Siete brand of tortillas are really, really good because they don't, if you're like a gluten person, you have to watch your gluten. They're really good on that. So I know I'm always shouting them out like I work for them, but I don't really even know them. But I just really like their brands. So And that bread tastes really good. Bless you. Uh-oh. About to lose this one. Whoops.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Whoops. Oh, Lord. I tell you. Listen. You know, Pioneer Woman is from Oklahoma. Bless her heart. I'm not even close to being pioneering anything because this whole production is a lot. All right. Oh, now if you already finished wrapping yours, like this is the end of the regular ones. Oh Lord, sorry, Reggie, you did that.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Sorry about that. You got the whole arm of the thing in the video. Anyway, so once you finish wrapping, and they all look just like that, and all in the line, like they ready to serve, they ready to march on. Then just throw you some additional cheese on top, just a little bit. Don't get too happy with it. Usually, if you have some meat left over, depending on how much meat you use, you can put some meat on top too. All right. And then stick them suckers in the oven. Stick them in the oven. Stick them in the oven. And that's it. Voila. I didn't put a lot of cheese on it. You don't need all that cheese. But you don't need it. Okay. All right. So put that in the oven. Now, I still got to finish mine. But before I get to doing that, I do want to tell you about these mixed vegetables, which I'm still kind of good on time, I think. All right, but let me try to do these real fast. Oh, now my other thing with the rice, you add your other can of rotel that you have. Uh-oh. My little can opener is like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to. Okay. What I was gonna say was, with your other can of rotel, you can pour it into your rice, and that's going to help wet your seasoning. Because remember, the rice is just plain. There's nothing on there. No seasonings, no nothing. Just that's all it is. That's all she wrote. All right. You gotta excuse Romeo in the background. Now, I don't really think that you need some more seasonings on top of your rice, because if you're combining it like I'm about to do, then you don't really need it. So, but if you're the type that you don't want your rice in your burritos, like my husband, then that's fine. Are you talking to me? Oh, sorry. Okay. All right. So putting the little, what's the name of it? And then my cheese, cheddar style from Oh So Delicious. Now you can tell that my burrito has kind of gained a couple pounds, but that's all right. You can still roll. Tip. Stephanie, how you doing? You got yours in the oven? And roll her around. Now see, she done got big. You can tell how big she is based on everybody on the other ones.
What you say?
I said, how you doing over there, Stephanie? You good?
I'm good.
Okay, you got yours in the oven?
Yep.
All right. Now you just cook them until you feel like they're done. Like, I know technically they're already done, but I like for them to have a little crunch to them. They don't have to be, brown, but at least a little bit of crunch to it. Okay. Ooh, this one got a little juice to it. All right. All right, I got room for one more. Look at there. And I got some extra toppings. I may put this on top, make mine look a little fancy. Like Auntie Tab say, like so, like that. All right, so with your mixed veggies, if you're already ahead of me, just go ahead and cut up your zucchini. If you can cut them up to where they're kind of like strips a little bit, that would help because they don't have to cook that long. And then, of course, you have your spinach and your mushrooms. Stephanie, did you get mushrooms? No. I don't want no mushrooms. All right, so here's mine. They're all in a row and ready to go. And I'm going to put the rest of my little toppings on top. Make it look fancy. All right. And then just a little bit of cheese because you got enough already. See? Ta-da! Put her in the oven. Oh. And try not to sweat. All right. So now we're going to do this other part. This is all this noise I'm making. Sorry, y'all. But you know, I don't have no maids in here. So I gotta do my own cleanup. And we don't have kids because Romeo can't really, he ain't supposed to be in here, so he can't help with the kitchen. All right. So one last thing that we're gonna do, cover that up. And this is real quick. So it won't even take that long. Everybody still with me? Yes? Okay. All right. Hold on. I gotta clean off my area because when I get to cutting vegetables, they tend to fly everywhere. A little bit of cheese on there. All right. All right. So we have bell pepper. I forgot what I told y'all to get. Bell pepper, zucchini, a little bit of cilantro. And just to tell you about your cilantro, once you open it, if you put it in a glass jar, that really does help for it to stay fresh. At least for another 2 weeks. It helped me. So, and I tested it out, so that's how I know. It does work.
It works. Yep, I do it too.
Uh-oh.
Oh, down we go.
See all that vibration in your voice and turn. all that vibration messed up the production. All right, I'm just joking. Okay, so but it does work though. It really does because I usually buy a lot of cilantro because I use it so much. But then if I stop using it, it goes bad really quick. So that was a problem. All right. So what we're going to do, make sure you got your onions and your bell peppers. Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. I know y'all keep seeing the cord. It's okay. Y'all have to remember I'm okay. Like real extra. All right. All right. So here we go. So we got the bell peppers and cucumbers. What happened to my knife I had? Oh, it's right here looking at you. Okay. So with your bell peppers, now if you're one of those people that's trying to get your garden started, don't throw your bell pepper seeds away. Just put them over there on a paper towel for right now, and you'll come back to them later. Okay. And then that way you can put them in your garden for later. Okay. All right. And it does work, so don't Don't think too hard about it. And plus, you're gonna have seeds everywhere. You see how they pop everywhere. All right. So with your bell peppers, you're gonna slice them not too thin, but thin enough. You don't need to have big chunks in them. And I don't know why people were trying to call. All right. Now, I have a yellow and red bell pepper. I didn't necessarily do green because your kale and your spinach is your green. So you don't have to worry about that. So you have plenty of color in here. Now, don't worry about your burritos. Your burritos are fine. All right. Sound like you coming in here. What's up? Oh, listen. Did y'all hear Mister? You cut the white part off the bell pepper. It keeps the bitterness off. Who said I didn't want bitter? Okay, whatever. All right. Anyways. Reggie and I learn together. So he's always learning different things from all them cooking shows he's watching, and I'm watching everybody and their mama on influencers. So I see quite a bit. But I haven't heard about to cut the white part off because of the bitter. I guess because I eat the whole thing. All right. So that should be enough. And then with your zucchini, when you cut them, I want you to cut them. Well, first off, you can cut it in half and then cut it down the middle and then do a little slice like that. Now, I know you weren't thinking we were going to make them big old circles like Big Mama and them do. No, we're not making big circles. We're going to slice them in little strips there. You know how when you go to those fancy restaurants and they got them all looking sliced and pristine? That's how we want them. All right. Now, the last thing we got to cut. Oh, I forgot about the mushrooms. Did y'all know Walmart has mushrooms? Not the white ones. They have not portobello. Come on now. Come on, memory. Oyster mushrooms. I was so shocked. I said, oh, come on, Walmart, with your fancy self. Now I don't have to go across town to get some oyster mushrooms. All right. Now, keep in mind, you may only cut one zucchini because depending on how many people you feed in your family. But I've cut two, so I have quite a bit. Plus, I eat quite a bit of vegetables, so just to kind of let you know. Now, on Instagram, if I cut off, I'll just have to come back because I think they only give you an hour. I'll just have to come back on there. All right. So we have that good old fancy onion. Frozen? Oh, yeah. We still good, Stephanie? Stephanie, like, why you keep saying my name on the airways? Why are you telling everybody my name? All right, Laurel, you still with me? Uh-oh. I hope I didn't lose people. Wait, let me see. Oh, there you go. Okay, sorry. I was getting nervous. All right. All right, so if you have your mushrooms, because this can act, this is as your protein. Ooh, goodness. Oh, goodness. My whole fingernail is gonna smell like onion. All right, so now how you pronounce this? Is it shatike? Shatike? Tak? 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 Anyway, we're gonna use these mushrooms. Now, usually I'll wash them off, but somebody told me not to rinse them because what does it do, Laurel? Again, what does it do if you rinse? Make them soggy. I believe it makes them soggy. All right, so I'm gonna try not to do that even though it bothers me. Okay, so with these, you're gonna cut just a little bit. And make them thin. Don't make them so big. Make them thin. You don't need them big old chunks. Don't you hate when people do big old chunks of stuff? Like we don't have knives anymore. Like, do you mind? I don't need to have my meat so big. All right, so I'm only cutting about 3. This is my third one. So I'll probably have one. Let me do one more because she's a little bit. All right. Okay. All right, and then for your onion. Uh-oh. Can y'all see that? All right. So then for your onion, you just throwing my food. All right. So then for your onion, you're just gonna cut it the wrong way, because usually you cut it like a circle, but you're gonna cut it the wrong way this time. And then that way, you just have it like that. Now, if you have a purple onion or a red onion, they'll give you some more extra color to it too. But if you don't, white is just fine, or yellow. White or yellow. All right. So now since I have all this cut up, now it's time to put this all together. For the sake of time, because I know I got a whole lot in here, I'm only going to put a little bit at a time in my skillet. Okay, just put a little bit at a time, and then we'll go from there. Because like I said, when I cook, I put a whole lot. I'm making a whole production over here. So I still have my spinach. I've already rinsed off my spinach. It was in the bag earlier. So if you can see that, I rinsed off my spinach earlier and my kale. So they're already rinsed and ready to go and still dripping. All right, so fire her up. Look at your burritos. Everybody's still marching in line. They look good. They're probably not even really crunchy. So let me move this. Hold on, because I'm back at the stove again. Oh, man. I forgot about my water. Gotta waste some water over here. All right, here we go. Come over here and join me. Join me at the stove. At the stove. All right. Oops, sorry. Oop. Now I don't want to do it. Now I don't want to act right. All right. Oh, you guys on Zoom, y'all can see that. Hold on. Listen. Y'all let somebody know I'm hiring a producer. I'm lying. I ain't hiring anybody. All right. So here we go. Just a little bit of oil. Just to kind of get it to. Because one thing that happens when you cook vegetables, they produce their own water. You did know that, right? You know they produce their own water because that's what the vegetables do. They hydrate us. All right. So let this simmer a little bit. I'm going to put the onions in there first. Because most people probably don't want to eat raw onions.
I do.
You do? You like raw onions?
I do. I love them.
Wait, do you mean like on a burger or something, or like you just take a bite out of the onion?
Oh no! Like on a salad, on a sandwich.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, yes, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that one. I was like, now wait a minute, you just walk around eating onions? No, I do not. Onion is really good. I must admit. Now, I know you're gonna ask me, so what kind of seasonings are you gonna put on here? Well, let me try to find my stuff. I should have pulled it on out. My favorite from Homeland is garlic pepper seasoning. I'm getting a little low. Can y'all tell? It was only $5 though, so it really didn't cost that much, and I've used quite a bit. All right, we're gonna throw some lemon pepper in there, some garlic salt, and we may throw some of that in there. I don't know. I've been trying to get my taste together because it's hard for me to. And let's use some Louisiana Cajun. Yeah, let's make it Cajun. Let's make it some Cajun. All right. Oh, now one thing that I forgot to mention is to use a little piece of garlic. So I'm only going to use one little piece because I'm only doing half of this right now, so I don't run out of time because y'all will be cooking with me forever. So put this little piece of garlic in there. And if you have some minced garlic, ooh, that's even better. I don't know if we have minced garlic. Do we have minced garlic? I don't really know. But it's too late now to cut it up. All right. So it really helps to go ahead and, ooh, I'm sorry, I know I put you on low. Go ahead and season up those eggs real quick. I said eggs, onions. Onions. So that way when you put all your stuff in there, it's pretty much ready to go. All right. All right, so we can put our mushrooms in there, some of the zucchini, your bell peppers. Don't discriminate. Get you some red and some yellow. Make them work together. So you do. And then we'll throw the kale and the spinach in there towards the end because, you know, they tend to shrivel on you real quick. And you don't want to cook it where it's all the way gone. You know, I still like to have things with a little crunch to it. Hold on for my people on the other line. Let me move this out the way so you can see what we're doing. Oh, that kind of blocked you, didn't it? All right, so this is the kale. And we're going to put in there last, and then some spinach. One more piece of kale. All right. Now, sometimes if you put like a little rice vinegar to get it to give a little flame to it, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to act right. Now, remember, I only put a little bit of oil in there, and the oil is pretty much gone. That was grapeseed oil, by the way, if anybody was wondering. All right. Now this season, that I got from Trader Joe's. I've had this for probably about a year.
Is that the Zypar?
Yes, yes. Now this season is really good on a variety of things, but it has a bold flavor to me. But it's really good. Really good. Alright, so now I'm gonna add, well, hold on. Because I want my mushrooms to get a little tender. Now keep in mind, if you have one of those, like an actual pot or pan that has a top to it, you can just cover it up, but this one doesn't have a top, I don't think. Raising on top, yes it does. And so if you cover it up, that really helps to produce the steam for the vegetables. So that way it's not just sauteed, but it's also steaming. One thing I did forget was those serrano peppers. I couldn't seem to find a serrano pepper anywhere. Like, that is just crazy. I couldn't find any anywhere. All right, I'm putting my spinach and the kale in there. You can see how that looks. And by the time we get through mixing that all together, we'll be good to go. Now, I'm trying to remember where did I get this recipe from. Because I had a meal. I was eating somewhere and somebody made this. And I can't remember where I was. I can't remember for the life of me. Oh, well. But anyways, it was really good. Was it the catch? I think it was the catch. It might have been. Anyways, it was really good though. With their mixed veggies. I said, oh, okay. Now you see how that turns out? All right. Now, a couple of other things I want to put is this is onion salt. A little bit more of my garlic pepper. Because I have a feeling I probably don't have enough salt in there. Oh, I know you don't have this, but let's see if I can find it. It's from Trader Joe's too. If you have like an everything bagel seasoning, that's really good. Or 21 seasonings, that's really good. All these seasonings to give it a little pop. All right. So how are we doing on our burritos? Everybody, Stephanie, are you already eating? Did you already bless the food and sat down? She said, yes, I'm already eating. All right, so mine looks pretty good. So I'm $3.75. And if you want, you can always bump up your time. I mean, the temperature on the oven, and that'll help too. All right, so there's our sauteed vegetables. And they're all good to go. Now, you know, your sauteed vegetables can be a meal all by itself because it has your mushrooms are your protein if you're vegan, and it has a boatload of vegetables in it already. So, I mean, what else do you need? Turn it off. All right. And then you got this rice over here. You can put that on top of that. That's a meal right there. You can make that a fiesta bowl if you want to call it that. All right. So we have our sauteed vegetables. Let me taste, because I didn't taste to make sure. Damn thing was It's okay. I'm going off the top of my head, hoping and praying that it's gonna come out right. Ooh, it's hot. Y'all see that? See that? It looks good. You see that thing? It's pretty hot.
Yum.
Mmm. 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 Mm-hmm. That's it right there. See that? Yes. That's it right there. That's pretty good. Now, I know some people are like, well, how do you know when to stop seasoning? I don't know what to tell you. It's kind of like you just know. It's a habit that my mom taught us and my grandma taught us, and so I guess it's part of cooking with love. You just kind of know when it's seasoned just right. But all right, so that's good. So let's look at our burritos. Let's see what we're working with. Mm-hmm. And I should ask Reggie, you gonna taste it for us? See, that one's pretty crispy. If you look at that, I don't know why I put these things all the way on. So if you look at that, it's pretty crispy. So you don't want to make it too hard, especially if you got somebody in your family that don't have all their teeth. You don't want to make it too hard. All right. And I think mine are fine too. Well, I can't even get mine out. Oh, here we go. Ooh. And that oven opens, my Lord, it's hot. All right. So here is mine. You can see mine. Those people over there. Oops. Here is mine. Now, you know when you have vegan cheese, it doesn't necessarily melt. So don't start clowning. It's still good. Okay? Don't start clowning. All right. All right. So, let's turn off this oven. Reggie. I gotta call him around so he can come over here and eat. All right, so let's just taste these. If y'all are ready. Y'all ready? Y'all good? Y'all ready? I think I'm still in there. I don't know. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Got me multitasking. Okay. Can y'all still see me on there? I'm guessing so. I don't know. I don't know if it's working or not, but we're going to keep rolling. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Okay. All right, so we're going to plate these up. Here's Reggie's. Reggie, you ready? You want your rice on the side? Why are you kicking around the cone? Okay. Right. Okay. Reggie, I'm not lying. You focus. I need you to taste this. Will you focus on this? Okay, wash your hands and come bless the food that your wife cooked in Jesus' name we pray, amen. All right. So he'll come taste his, and then he'll let us know. And then let me get some of mine. And then we'll go from there. So this meal does not really take that long to cook, especially if you prep a lot of your things already. It really won't take that long to cook. I forgot which one I had rice, and I think it's this one. And you trying to fall apart? Oh, there we go. Woo. Right there, Reggie. Gotta let people know how it tastes. All right, so I'm gonna cut into mine. Can you guys see? You can see. Yes. Real easy to make, real simple to make, without all the extra talking. So if it's just you, it's good, Reggie. Oh, is it spicy? Mm-hmm. Let's know, y'all. You said, mm-hmm. It's good. It's spicy. All right, and so this is mine. If you guys can see that, that's mine with the whole rice combination in there. Yes. Okay, let me take a bite real quick. I'm trying to make a mess. Mm, mm-hmm. Mm. That's it right there. That's it. And it's it's spicy. I can forget about that. It got a little heat to it. A little bit more than what I'm used to, but that's okay. I like it though. This is really good. This is really good. And this will be a simple, healthy meal for you. If you notice, I put it on a small plate. Because, if we get to putting things on a big plate, we lose focus. So put it on a small plate so that way you only eat what's on there. And don't try to go back for any more. That's the plan, so to speak. All right. So, how did you guys do? Stephanie? Everybody who was joining, thank you for coming and waving and saying hello. I appreciate that. I appreciate the love. Let me scoot this back some so you can kind of see me a little bit. I appreciate the love. Oh, somebody said something. Somebody, was that Mr. Lamar? I couldn't hear you. Uh-oh. It may be your Wi-Fi because it's cutting up. I can't hear what you said. All right. Well, anyway, I appreciate the love, you guys. This is my second? My third? This is my third. This is my third live show. And just not making up something off the top of my head, but actually coming down with the production. And so kudos to my husband, Reggie, because this is his favorite meal. And because I was asking him, what should I make? And he said, well, why don't you just do burritos? Of course, because he wants some. But he said, why don't you just do burritos and go from there. Hold on, let me move this over here a little bit. There you go. So he just said, why don't you just do burritos and make one for regular and then make one for vegan. And I said, you know what? I can do that. So here we are. And hopefully I will do this again. I'm not for sure what to make next. So if you have some suggestions or if you're trying to look at food a little bit different and trying to be creative with your food, don't hesitate to let me know. Send me some suggestions and we can create some things and have some fun with it. So I hope you were cooking with confidence because that's what it's all about. Making sure that you're taking care of yourself, your mind, body, and spirit, and looking at food differently. Trust me. I'm not pushing it on anybody because I don't like to push on nobody. But if you try it in a different way, I promise you will love it. I promise you will. Because I used to be like everybody else and be like, oh, no, I need my, okay, that's fine. But at least change out one product, change out one product and try something new. So, anywho, I don't want to take up a whole lot of time because I still gotta wash these dishes. And you can see Reggie plate still over. He's trying to eat because he don't want to be eating on camera with y'all. But anyways, and he has to cook something else. So, because Mama doesn't eat spicy food. His mama, my mother-in-law. So we have to make something for her. But anyways, so thank you for following Share the Tea with me. If you're not already following me, please follow me on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. I mean, just about everything except for Snapchat because I'm not doing the Snap. But I appreciate you following my platform and just showing us support. And thank you so much. And stay tuned for next time where we'll cook with V and we'll do something else. I don't know. You got suggestions? Send it to me and we can make it happen. All right. All right. Well, thank you. You guys have a good night. Bye bye.